And that was a bad call so far as the referees go, because that was a fumble.
Very easy for us to call it from up here with the replay and the cameras we have from the Jumbotron. And if you're Leo Ta'aka, the head coach for the Waianae Sea Riders, how do you feel? You call the fake punt, you get into the end zone, you find out your man stepped out of bounds 5 yards short of a first down after it looked like they had tied up this football game. First down for Kahuku, they fumble the football and you don't get it coming your way.
And it'll be 3rd down and 1 yard on their own 33-yard line.
3rd and a yard, they need to get to the 35. I think Leo Ta'aka will agree with me when I say this definitely is Friday the 13th. Some weird things going against the Sea Riders' way as Manu Maliuna picks up the first down.
Yeah, number 72, Brian DeMello, a 6'3", 240-pound senior, makes a stop on Andreas Manu Maliuna right here. As you see, he heads right up the middle, and boom, he plugs the hole. But the nickname that Maliuna has been given is the Clydesdale, and he travels just like it.
I'm not sure if Clydesdales have thighs as big as Manu Maliuna, I'll tell you that. And there you see him going through again. Manu Maliuna just carries guys through him. You need 2 guys to bring him down. Brian DeMello there making the tackle, but not before Manu Maliuna picks up 6 yards on first down.
As we were talking to Coach Levi before the game, he was saying that not really that many schools have, were interested in Maliuna as a, football player due to the fact that, hey, the guy is small, he's compact, but it would be good for the UH to look at him due to the fact that he's there. He's small.
We have now reached the end of the first quarter here, Mr. Bradshaw. The score, 7-0 in favor of the Kahuku Red Raiders. We never really had a chance to get to touch on this, but Mike, your keys for both of these teams to get in sync in this football game. Obviously, Kahuku in sync so far with a 7-point lead.
Well, prevent the turnovers, which there has been several already. The weather has been playing a big factor thus far, although it has stopped raining. The field is still wet, and thus far, it has just been, one of those types of games where the running attack has been the key for both teams. However, Kahuku has been outstanding so far, and Waianae has been trying their best, but they haven't, done too well thus far.
And both teams sticking to their forte so far here this evening, sticking to that ground attack, grinding it out.
And as we see the Kahuku backfield, we're waiting for the TV timeout to stop.
Red Raiders ready to go from their own 44-yard line. 2nd down and 4. They're up by 7 points. Lantuselo hit in the backfield. He might get back to the line of scrimmage here.
Not when there. He was just wrapped up before he even, had any, his forward momentum started. Lataselu took the handoff, and, big number 94, Ivaimalu, 6'1".
And there you see on 3rd and 3. They'll be about 1 or 2 yards short on that play. Waianae's defensive line sticking to the task against a mammoth offensive line of the Kahuku Red Raiders. An offensive line that averages 283 pounds across with a couple of 300-pounders thrown in there.
And the Kahuku Red Raiders, not only on offense, but a defense as well, Blaine, as we well know, are huge.
Foster, the man in motion on 4th and 2. Looks like Kahuku trying to drive Waianae offside. Play clock down to 1 second. And they'll call a timeout. So Waianae does not bite. Good discipline there by their defense. Sticking to their guns on 4th and 2.
That's it exactly, Blaine. You hit it right on the head when you said good discipline on, Waianae's part. Due to the fact that they had, several penalties for, early movement. That showed the poise that Waianae had so far as defense goes. And you see Coach, you saw the coach there, and we do have a timeout.
Kahuku calling the timeout before the play clock expired to prevent the 5-yard delay of game penalty. Stops the clock with 10:46 left to go. Kahuku is up by a touchdown. I see more of the fans surrounding the Aloha Stadium here.
And the rain is beginning to fall once again. And it's called liquid sunshine here in Hawaii.
We have quite an outstanding crowd here at Aloha Stadium. 5,300 people came to watch the first matchup between Kahuku and Waianae. We should clearly surpass that mark here. Latuselo on 4th down, they go for it, and he is stopped well short of first down yardage. Waianae with the ball, and both teams taking chances on 4th down.
And on that one there, Latuselu takes the ball, and he had no hole to start. You know, he heads off to the right, and there was no hole at all, as we'll see here on the high school replay. Handoff from Fanoi Moana, and you see there, good penetration by the defensive line prevents the yardage gained.
3 backs behind Keali'i. And this is the up back carrying the ball. This is big Lambert Keawe'ehu, the 5'10", 200-pound senior. Listed at 200 pounds in a roster, but I'd have to gander. He's probably a bit more than that now.
Yeah, Keawe'ehu, you know, made an excellent play on that one, taking the handoff. We'll see here, taking the handoff and then sprinting out, sees a big hole off the right end, the left end, and, you know, forges forward for a gain of 6 yards.
Keawe'ehu and Miller, the 2 backs behind the quarterback. Blue in motion, Miller with the ball, coming back across the other way. He should have the first down at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Dwayne Miller took the handoff on that one on a little misdirection play. Takes the handoff from the quarterback and then heads off, you know, to the right, you know, for a gain of 4 yards, first down and 10, Waianae Sea Riders.
Waianae now with the ball on the Kahuku 35-yard line. Play up the middle on first down. This is Miller hurdling over one man, and he'll pick up about 8 yards.
That was an excellent play on his part. He didn't see too much available so far as, you know, yardage goes, but the replay will show, the all-sport replay will show, he heads off the right guard with the rain pouring down and hurdles number 12 right there, who came off the field dragging his right arm.
A flurry of rainfall now hitting the turf at the Aloha Stadium as they run the reverse. Sorono carrying the ball. He slips down to the turf about a yard behind the line of scrimmage. Taken down there by Kahuku's Tavo Tupola.
And as we were talking with the coach earlier, we'll see here on the Zippies replay, Serrano takes the ball, and boom, there it is. As we were talking about the wet field conditions and the slippage and the poor drainage thus far. Of course, it doesn't help when the rain keeps falling, though.
Keali'i keeping the ball. He's got room to go. Keali'i breaking tackles, and he is down at about the 17-yard line. Keali'i, a 6'3", 195-pound junior. He's a transfer originally from North Carolina. His father, retired Marine, watched this run here by Keali'i.
As you see there, it was a good fake by Miller. Everybody thought that Miller had the ball, and nobody thought that Keali'i still had the ball. When he did, boom, by the time they realized it, he had already gained enough yardage, plenty of yardage for first down.
Now, Mike, interestingly enough, Keali'i's family, his father retired from the military. They returned to Hawaii because of the hurricanes in North Carolina, and Keali'i and family find themselves in hurricane-type weather here, first down and 10. Keali'i trying to lead his troops to tie this game up. And Miller stopped after a gain of about 2.
Miller just takes it and bulls up the middle for short gain on that one. That'll be second down and 8 yards to go. He just bulls right up the middle. and just got met by a host of the Kahuku Red Raiders.
Little over 7.5 minutes left to go in the first half. The Red Raiders 7-point lead possibly in jeopardy here as Waianae is driving. They are on the Kahuku 15-yard line. The rain squall that has hovered over the Aloha Stadium has lessened up just a little bit here. Neither team has really attempted a passing play yet. Waianae tried one. Fonoti sacked on their first possession. Late pitch, loose ball, and will it get out of bounds? Let's see who's got it. It looks like they're going to say the ball is out of bounds. Chad Blue falling at it well for the Waianae Sea Riders, but boy, a dangerous pitch there by Keali'i.
Keali'i, you're right on that one, Blaine. He made a dangerous, he was already in the grasp of the defensive players. We'll see here on replay, courtesy GTE Hawaiian Tel. Keali'i fakes the handoff up the middle, and he heads out to the right, and you see right there, he's in the grasp and makes a dangerous, pitch out to the left. Bad decision.
3rd and 16 now for Waianae. They're going to have to go to the air. Penalty markers down on the play. Kelly nobody downfield, and he gets drilled. And Loa Marasco doing the job defensively as he just lowered the boom on the quarterback.
Yeah, that was the same way as last week. Loa Marasco played an excellent, hard-hitting smash mouth game last week, as we see the referees, conferring with, Kahuku, and it does look like it's going to be going against Waianae.
Procedure on the offense. Penalty decline. 4th down.
The illegal procedure call called against Waianae declined by Kahuku. It'll be 4th down and 16 yards. And as they say, 16 yards and a mile to go.
And for Waianae offensively, you'd have to say they've been out of sync so far in this ball game. 4 penalties now called against their offense, and they will go for it here on 4th and 24. Fade pattern down the sideline, and this is broken up. Good coverage there by Kahuku's Hiram Peters. The safety Marasco coming over as well.
Yeah, the replay will show that the coverage that they had, number 11 right there, Hiram Peters, Keali'i, drops back, fires the ball in a fade pattern. The wounded duck syndrome showed up, and that was an excellent pass protection, but excellent coverage for Kahuku.
Kini Pave, the intended receiver, on that streak pattern downfield. And there you see Latuselo with a lot of room as he crosses the 40-yard line. Kala Latuselo somewhat overshadowed by Talamoni, but he is quite a talented running back. If you give him any type of room to run, he will break a big one on you.
Latuselo takes the handoff, as we'll see here. He sees nothing going up the middle, and he heads out, to his left. And that one man, number 14, hadn't have been there, Peter Sorono, he would have had 7 on the board.
Sorono plays both sides of the ball. 6:16 and counting. 1st down for Kahuku. They'll get a couple of yards there, possibly. Bringing down the ball carrier, Arona Malu.
Yeah, Maliuna takes the ball, goes right up the middle for short gain, making it 2nd down and 7 yards to go with 5:55 left.
They'll give Kahuku 3 on that 1st down play. There's the quarterback, Fanoi Moana. Penalty marker down on the play. Let's see if this all comes back as Fanoi Moana takes the ball out of bounds at about the 35. Fanoi Moana in the first game between these two teams in the regular season, 4 carries for 76 yards, but this one might come back.
As we'll see on the replay right here, Fanoi Moana fakes out everybody, and then he just takes off around the right end. But a good play right there, a good coverage by number 30 for Waianae, Keoki Tellis.
Holding on the offense.
And looks like we're going to have holding being called here by Glenn Young against Kahuku. Alan Foster now checking into the ball game. He'll replace Bakaloluma Olevao in the lineup. He'll split out here to the near sideline. Thompson in motion on 2nd and 17. Penalty marker on the play as they give it to Latuselu. He'll get about 4 yards, and that is it.
Kili Ikipi on that one there. He just nails him coming out of the backfield there. He had no chance at all to get any momentum going upfield as he was headed out, to the right sidelines, Blaine. Kili Ikipi, just boom, knocks his feet right off from under him for no gain.
On the offense, penalty decline.
The penalty against Kahuku is declined, and that will make it 3rd down.
As we see on the replay, the handoff to Latuselu, heading out to the right. He sees nothing going, and there he is right there. Kili Ikipi coming in and submarining him for no gain at all.
Waianae taking the result of the play makes it 3rd and 15. Kahuku maybe going airborne for the first time here. Fanoy Moana with a little bit of time, and this is nearly picked off. Diving attempt being made there, I believe, by Kili Ikipi as Fanoy Moana looking for his tight end, William Sao. Defending on the play, it looked to be Keola Bradley.
As we'll see here, Fanoy Moana heads out, and as you see there, and here he comes right there. That was an excellent, he was lucky that Bradley didn't pick that ball off right there. Excellent throw. Excellent defense by Keola Bradley.
Bradley with a good break on that last pass brings up 4th down. And penalty marker down on the play.
And it looks like, Blaine, that one of the linemen on the right side moved. Illegal procedure call against Kahuku.
A dead ball fall. Procedure, offense.
Sea Riders looking to pick up some good field position depending on this punt from Orlando Wong of Kahuku. They're going to let go Wong. Low snap. And this is nearly blocked by the Sea Riders, but he gets off a pretty good one. Takes a Red Raider bounce, and they will down it at about the 36. 5:04 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. 7-0 Kahuku in this OIA title game. Blaine Coway alongside Mike Bradshaw. And Mike, Waianae getting some good field position. They have been able to move the ball downfield, but just can't seem to get it into the end zone so far against Kahuku's defense.
Yeah. They've been shooting themselves in the foot, Blaine, with unnecessary penalties. The left end moving, the right guard moving. It's just unnecessary, movement by the line. When they go back into the huddle, they know the count, they know the snap count, and they should, just maintain everything. And there we have a TV timeout, courtesy Oceanic Cable. And you're right, Blaine. The pregame festivities, which featured, quite a few groups, Forte, Tenderoni, Reality, and the main group, of the night was In Sync. And those 5 young men, they range in age anywhere from 26 to 17 years of age. And, for that young, being that young, they can sing very well.
And NSYNC definitely getting the fans into it here at the Lowe Stadium. They really packed the house.
Yeah, that's correct. As we see a lot of the upper, tier up here, not only the yellow, as you see there, but, the lower part of the orange section right there is also filled with people. NSYNC really packed them in. They sang the opening songs, and then they had right there, they had the national anthem, which was awesome.
Fans braving up the storm here at the Aloha Stadium. 5:04 left to go. Once again, the score is 7-0 between these two OIA teams. The 2 top-seeded teams in the OIA tournament in the championship game. That is the way you want to see it.
And Waianae, so far, as rushing goes, they were 6th I'm sorry, scratch that. They were second in rushing, this year with 1,023 yards, whereas Kahuku had 1,902 yards rushing.
Right around this time during the regular season matchup between these two teams is when Waianae got its first down. They have 3 already on the scoreboard, and they'll be about 5 yards short of another one on 3rd and 5.
Yeah, this one here, this should be a relatively low-scoring half. Looking at the field conditions, and as hard as everybody is trying, this weather and the field conditions, the way they are, Blaine, is taking a toll on, the players and the field itself. Slippery balls don't make for good, conduciveness to holding on to the ball.
3rd and 5 from the 42. Play action, and the pass is incomplete.
Yeah, on that one there, that was just, a play action pass where Finotti, looks out left, fires out left, and nothing there. It'll be 4th down, 5 yards to go on Kahuku's, on their own 42-yard line with Orlando Wong back to receive the punt.
Keoki Tellis to punt it away, and Waianae needs to be careful here. Orlando Wong and the rest of the special teams for Kahuku. 2 touchdowns last week. Good job there by Tellis to avoid the punt rush. If he punted that straight away, it definitely would have been blocked.
Yeah, that's correct. On that one there was nobody that blocked right up the middle, and the man used his head on that one there. He caught the ball, saw the man coming, waited until he was almost there, sidestepped him to the left, and then kicked the ball. And again, it was almost blocked on, at that point also, Blaine.
Waianae showing their prowess on special teams. Very heady decision there by the punter. Brings up 1st down for the 20 for Kahuku. Manu Maliuna headed upfield, and he is brought down around the ankles as he crosses the 32-yard line.
And again, we keep calling that name Andreas Manu Maliuna, and that man right there, who's a premier linebacker in the OIA, Winston Kiliikipi. As you see, Andreas taking the ball and heading out to the right, finds a hole, and there's Kilikipi, just cutting his legs out from under him after a short gain.
Kahuku pick up their 7th first down of the evening. There you see Manu Maliuna once again sailing his boat downfield. And check that is not Manu Maliuna, but number 44, Nawahine.
Douglas Nawahine, as we saw there, took the handoff, and sprinted out to his left. Season opening, on the left guard, and just, heads out and boom, gets another first down for Kahuku Red Raiders.
15-yard pickup for Nawahine, and another big hole across the left side. Manu Maliuna brought down by Finotti, Sarono.
Yeah, Sarono just, kind of shot-putted him out of bounds. Took one step, took one hand, put it on his shoulders, and boom, just kind of steered him out of bounds. As we'll see, after the handoff, a wide open field, and he just gets pushed out of bounds. Good footing, but he just gets put out by his own man.
Nawahine once again, this time a big hole on the right side. And the Red Raiders moving the football at a will on the ground here in this possession.
Yeah, on this one here, you see Nawahine taking the handoff, I should say. Taking the handoff, off to the right, and avoids the tackle there and gets stopped, but keeps his feet churning.
And we'll have a timeout now being called down on the field. Stops the game clock with 2:23 left to go. Red Raiders ahead 7-0 over the Waianae Sea Riders. Blaine Cowie and Mike Bradshaw bringing you the first half of action.
And as we see here, Kahuku has, 10 first downs to Waianae's 3 with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in the second quarter, Blaine.
1998,
Rushing leaders for the
Next
two
Saturday,
teams
5
respectively.
p.m. to 10 p.m.
Miller, 8 carries for 38
at the
yards for the
Waianae
Waianae
football
Sea
field.
Riders. And Manu Maliuna for
Economai to the
Kahuku leads their
beautiful
team,
Waianae
11
coast.
carries for 77 yards and a touchdown. Don't forget for Kahuku, they're missing their star running back Talamoni, who was hurt on the second play of the game. But during the regular season matchup between these two teams,
Again, the
Talamoni
Waianae
was
Football
benched for
Parent
half
Club
of the
benefit
game for
concert
disciplinary reasons,
next Saturday,
and they ended up winning that
21st
game.
at the Raymond
So they are
Corey
used to playing
Stadium
Waianae
at
without
Waianae High
Talamoni's
School,
services, and
5
they will
p.m.
have to do
to
so
10
here
p.m.
in this OIA Championship matchup.
And it's good, Blaine, that they do have Talamoni on the sideline.
Your attention, please,
When he
will the
did come
parents of
off, I
Nicole
noticed
Griffin-
down on the
Parents of
field,
Nicole Griffin,
or should
please
I say
report
down
to the
on the
information
sideline, that
booth
they had
immediately.
ice on his right thigh. And
Talamoni, the star running back for the Red Raiders, being recruited by the University of West Virginia, according to head coach Siwaki Levi, one of the schools that has contacted him. There you see Manu Maliuna getting drilled as he comes to the line, but not after a 5-yard
Manu
gain.
Maliuna with the ball.
Talamoni, once again recruited by the University
On
of
the
West
tackle for
Virginia. They
Waianae,
have
number
an
72,
All-American
Brian
candidate playing
Pingalo.
running back right now in Amos Zeraway.
as you see there, Maliuna taking the handoff straight up the middle for a short gain. It'll be
Your attention,
second
please.
down and 4 yards to go.
Talesa,
Ball on the 19-yard line. Little under 2 minutes left to go.
Nawahini with the ball.
Dre Manu Maliuna once again getting the carry, this time brought down by Little Alaga.
On that one there, Nawahini, taking the handoff straight up the middle, short gain. It'll be third down and 2 yards to go.
Another timeout being called down on the field, stops the clock at 1 minute 42 seconds left to go.
A gain of 2 yards on that play.
A quick note, speaking of the University of West Virginia, who is recruiting Talamoni, they also had a Lele Hua graduate who played in the last 10, 15 years or so here in the state of Hawaii, in Adrian Morrell. Morrell now playing for the Arizona Cardinals after a stint with the New York Jets.
And speaking of, Hawaii products, big Fatu Matufala.
Chris Fumatu Ma'afala playing for the
Yeah, that's
Pittsburgh
him.
Steelers scored a touchdown on Monday night.
Yeah, you can't help this Holly boy. I can't say that some of those strange words, but yes, he did score his first pro touchdown of the year this year.
I believe that was his second, actually, just this past Monday. But Fumatu Ma'afala doing wonders up at Pittsburgh. He has already picked up a fan following. There you see on third down, Nawahine getting checked out as Latuselu. The depth at running back is amazing here for the Kahuku Red Raiders. Latuselu number 34, Nawahine 44, Manu Malina number 4, and Talamoni number 2 can all go in the game and do damage against the defense. And they continue to wear down defenses throughout the game and burst for a big one in the second half as the defenses get tired.
And that's, as we see there, Talamoni was taken out of the game earlier, and his running mate right there, Andres Manu Maliuna, smashes right up the middle, and with the legs and the power he has in his legs, and with the other, tandem that they have, they're doing damage to the defense.
Second and 9 from the 11. Moana into the end zone, man, wide open, touchdown, Kahuku!
Number 14, Wayne Funoi Moana. 11-yard pass to number 88, William Sao.
William Sao with the 11-yard touchdown reception from Fonoi Moana. Pushes Kahuku's lead now to 13-0. The extra point attempt is up and through the uprights by Joseph Ashmore.
13, Joseph Ashmore.
And that gives Kahuku the 14-0 lead. And the play action passing play, kind of like a lion waiting in the bushes. You knew it was going to come out. It was just a matter of when. And the Lion pounced for a touchdown here.
Fanoy Moana drops
Your attention,
back,
please.
play
Your
action
attention,
pass.
please.
And there he is wide
Olese
open in the
Ulave.
back right portion of the end
Olese
zone.
Ulave
William
for
Sao
Moniz.
for 6 yards
Kenneth Luna.
and a
For
score.
Moniz
Again,
and Kenneth Luna,
there
please
he is
report
wide
to
open in the
information
end
booth
zone.
Under Section A.
Wide
in the south
open. Big
end zone.
number 88, William Sao, tight end, 6'3", 231-pound senior.
Sal has very good hands for a tight end, but he is kept in mostly to block. Sal says whatever is best for the team, he will do, and he gets a touchdown here. That is definitely what's best for Kahuku as they extend their lead out to 14-0.
And as you see there, the stats go: first downs, Waianae 3, Kahuku 12. But the main stat that counts on the field is the score: 14 for Kahuku, 0 for Waianae.
You look at the first down
Back
margin,
to receive
12
the
now for
kickoff
Kahuku,
number
Waianae just
32,
3.
Dwayne Miller.
Kahuku has controlled the
Ashmore
football
kicking
for
off for the
most
Red
of the
Raiders.
first half. Sea Riders lose the ball, and they will start off in their own 18-yard
Ball
line. And
taken by
luckily for
Waianae's
Waianae, it is
33,
not
Junior
Kahuku starting
Kioli.
off on the Waianae 18-yard line.
Yeah, they're lucky on that one because number 33, Junior To'oilu, he
Lead
fumbles
first
the
and 10
ball,
for
and he's
Waianae
lucky
ball
that
at
he
their
picked it
own
up, and he's wise, though, to
17-yard
step out of bounds.
So KLE and Waianae coming back out for this possession. They will have the ball to start off in the second half. So let's see if they go into the locker room trailing 14-0, or if they try to move the ball downfield with 47 seconds left to go. They'll hand it
Miller with
off.
the ball.
Miller hit from behind.
Penalty markers on
You
the
see
play.
Dwayne Miller heading up the middle on that one, Blaine, but,
On the
there was
stop
some
for the Red
laundry on the
Raiders, number
field.
33, Pati Mailo.
Look at the Red Raiders defense. A lot of the Red Raider fans sitting below us here in the stands with their Red Raider for Life shirts. That has become the slogan for Kahuku's 18th ranked team nationally in the USA Today Top 25 team.
And yeah, that's correct. They are still 18th, or have they gone any higher, Blaine? Kahuku.
Penalty going against Waianae. And that backs him up to about
After
the
penalty, first
9-yard
and
line.
18 to go for the Sea
Leo
Riders.
Ta'aka maybe just take
Ball
a
at their
couple
own
of knees
9-yard
here
line.
and head into the locker room. Kahuku just has one timeout left.
Miller with the
Handoff.
ball.
Miller, penalty marker on the
Penalty
play
markers
as
on the
Miller
play.
crosses the 15.
And that comes in the area of holding, I do believe, the gentleman that was blocking out there
Making a
for
stop for the Red Raiders,
Dwayne
number
Miller
33,
was kind of
Pati
doing a little bit of
Mailo.
holding on that last play.
Miller traversing the turf here at Deloa Stadium, but maybe all for naught on that last play. And this may be going against Kahuku. We have holding, all right. But this one against the Kahuku defense, that's a call by Glenn Young as you look at Siwaki Levi.
Yeah,
Levi with his rain weather garb on and the lay
After the
underneath.
penalty, first down and 1 to go for Waianae.
Levi in
Ball
his
at the
third year as a head
26-yard
coach,
line.
watching his Red Raiders defense as they try
Miller
to
with the
stop
ball.
Miller here. Miller out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. 13 seconds left to go on the
Dwayne
game
Miller
clock.
driven out of bounds by Kahuku's
And if
number
anybody
12,
can get him back
Bryce
into it,
Now.
in a hurry, it's that young man right there, number 32, Dwayne Miller.
Miller, a transfer
Miller
from
gained
St. Louis
17
High
yards and a
School.
first down.
Played at Waianae last
First
year
and
as
10
well.
for
Waianae getting to the
Waianae,
Prep
ball
Bowl
at their
against
own
St. Louis where they
43-yard
lost.
line.
As you see the handoff, heading around, to the right, he just outruns his, blockers, and there was nobody out there, and just one man to beat, and good
Kelly
coverage.
back to pass.
Kelly looking downfield, and this is intercepted by Kahuku's Hiram Peters.
Kelly's pass intercepted by number
Peters
11,
covering
Hiram
upfield,
Peters.
has a couple of blockers. Peters thinking end zone, runs into his own man, and he is brought down at about the 29-yard line. And for the Red Raiders, what a
On the
way
stop,
to end the
Waianae,
first
number
half.
12, Sam Kelly, at the end of the half.
On that one there, you see it was just a short throw, good coverage, by the Raiders, which ended the half. You see him picking his hole and just outruns a lot of the Waianae, line, but there was nothing going. Just gets pushed out of bounds, gets pushed by his own lineman for naught.
J.C. Kelly headed back to the locker rooms. His team trailing by 14 points. 14-0 as we have reached halftime here at Tuloa Stadium. And as NSYNC said during the pregame concert, neither rain, sleet, or snow is gonna stop the show. Al Morikami, Dominic Rodero coming up next. For Mike Bradshaw and Don Boleno, our floor director, my name is Blaine Coway. Thank you for joining these Stadium Stars. Stay tuned for the second half.
Four o'clock at the Waianae football field.
Everyone is just down here following the truck.